everybody, it's Devlin here with Darlin Designs. So I'm doing this voiceover because we had some sound issues with our mic. And in this video, we're showing some of the benefits of Xsplit pre-processing video software. You can get other video pre-processing software from various different companies and whatnot, but in this particular one, we're using Xsplit. We've got our green screen set up to show off some of the fun things, and she's making fun of me because I needed a bit of a refresher on the software myself. I haven't used it in a while. Me pointing back to the green screen for whatever reason. But here we're going over some of the basics. Some of the different little things you can do with it, and we should be about ready to show at least a couple of the little tricks that you can do while you're recording a video. Yep, here we go. Here I'm shrinking down the main camera screen and then moving our logo out of the black space, and keep in mind those blank spaces are important for later, and you'll understand why once we start showing the different things that the particular pre-processing software. And here's one of them. This one is a section of the screen that we use screen capture on from the actual Xsplit broadcaster. This shows the different little scenes and whatnot that you can set up for your particular broadcast. And here we're going to show how you can set up the green screen. First thing you'll have to do is find your webcam or video recording device, whichever it may be, and right click on it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm moving it down to where you can see it, and it'll bring up this little dialog box. It's got a few different features in it, a few different buttons. It's got some tabs at the top. You've got cam, color, layout, and effects. And here we show you click on the color tab and you go to chroma key, and poof, green screen is gone. Now you may have to fiddle with the settings in order to get it just right. For ours, we already had it set up just how we wanted it. We see me putting up a background. We're laughing about, oh, we're at an empty grocery store, all the toilet paper's gone. And then I put up another little picture that January took of one of her favorite things, the blooming tea. And I'm sitting here trying to expand the picture, but not having so much luck. And she's explaining to me, you go through and you got to select it first, and then you can expand it, and there we go. And moving it around to get it centered. But yeah, and you can do all sorts of fun little things. And over here on the side, I'm showing that you can view and unview certain things, and I've got a scrolling text box that I set up, and it says, neat how you can have a small section with scrolling text, basically showing, basically explaining some of the little benefits of using pre-processing software like Xsplit. And you can display all sorts of different things. One of the things you can use it for is Facebook. You can use it for YouTube videos, and you can do pretty much whatever you want with it. And have some really fun and interesting results. And here I'm getting ready to expand it out so that it's our background, and we've got some scrolling text in the background now. But yeah, a lot of the things that this is really good for is, you know, if you do a lot of YouTube videos and you want to have it more exciting or interesting, or you want to add little effects here and there, you can do that um, with this particular software. And it doesn't have to be limited to, you know, the simple things that you see here. Now, there are some things you can't do in pre-processing with Xsplit that you would normally do in like post-processing, but in general, um, this is a good, really good software. Oh, flying around the screen. This is a good software for green screen applications. Like, hey, you want to start your own weather channel? Well, you can use this with any sufficiently green background, and it'll allow you to, you know, do that. And right here, she's going through showing how you add different scenes or pictures or files and whatnot. And you do that by clicking on Add Scene. You select Media Files, Videos, Images, whatever you want to call it. It'll bring up a dialog window. Well, not a dialog window, but it'll bring up your, you know, files, and you select whichever one you prefer. You know, you click on it, you click Open, and it puts it in there. Now, in order for the green screen to work properly, you have to make sure that any of the images are underneath your camera, as far as, you know, and see, she's doing it here. She puts it underneath the camera, and it's, you know, in the background. I see here me removing, you know, making us disappear and only showing the background and the scrolling text and our logo. And here we come back. If you don't do that, it'll end up in the foreground, and you can have some problems where, you know, it's covering your face. Now, if you have a section where that's not a problem, that's cool. You know, you can throw it in there and be gone, you know, be good with it. Moving it around some more. Try to get everything else back up. But yeah, I mean, XSplit is good for quite a few number of things, and we use it exclusively for, you know, our pre-processing, and if we want to do any green screen work, and, you know, and yeah, we can even change scenes. The sound goes out here, and I kind of goofed up a little, but I'm going through and explaining that you can set up different scenes, or if you have like multiple cameras, and she's going to go through a process of changing it out.
It's what I use for all my nail videos when
It,
I have a picture-in-picture.
it's what January uses for all her nail videos when she has picture-in-picture, where she's doing her nails on the main screen, and she's got her up in the corner or whatever, you know. And she puts up a picture there, and we're back. Now she's also going through and adding, you know, showing that you can add a scene from the add source. And we're going through and explaining some of the different benefits of being able to do that as you're recording. It's Xsplit's a lot of fun to use, and once you get to know it, and once you get really good at it, it's you can do a lot with it. Let's see, I can't remember what I'm doing here. I think I'm trying to figure something out. Always trying to figure something out. Let's see, she clicked on that. Effects. Transition. Ah, yes. Um, we have the free version of XSplit, but if you want to get the full version, it's only like $5 a month. It's not that expensive, and for the price of it, it does a lot of different things, and even more if you buy the license for it. It you know it comes in handy for a lot of video pre-processing. You've seen some of the benefits of it as this video is going along. You know, I don't exactly remember what we're talking about here, but oh yes, now I remember. I'm talking about the stuff that you normally do in post-processing, like making a camera spin around, or you know some fancy effects and whatnot. You know, you can record a video, a small little video in a separate program. We use Power Director 14 by, yeah, it's Power Director 14, and you can record a small little title sequence like I did with the scrolling text and put it in, save it, put it into the actual XSplit broadcast as one of your sources and use that. You can have effects going off in the background. You can have a separate video playing in the background. It all depends upon what you want to do with your recording. You know, we're just showing you the basics and the how simple it actually is to do some of this stuff, and how almost uh, I wouldn't say self-explanatory, but how intuitive it can be and how simple it is, you know. And we haven't been working with XSplit for, years and years. We've only been doing it for maybe a year and a half.
Less than 6
Yeah,
months.
less than a year and a half. We've only been working with it for 6 months, and you know, even though I've been, I haven't used it in a while, I pick it right back up. It's simple and it's fun. You could do, like I said, you can do all sorts of interesting things with it. You know, here we are, full screen again, moving us around, getting everything sorted, situated. Let's see, you can do this as you're recording. You don't have to wait till post processing. You can do this right in the video as you're recording, you know, as you're going along.
But yeah, figuring out XSplit isn't really that hard. You can really do some interesting things and learn how to do some interesting things in a rather short amount of time. And, you know,
I wish I was better at lip reading. I'd be able to say exactly what you were saying. But that's okay. Ah, there we go. Here she's showing off the different, the ability to use a different camera, use multiple cameras in the same same frame. You can have. We haven't tested the full capabilities of it yet, but we know we can have at least 2 cameras, possibly more, um, recording simultaneously.
But we only have 2.
Yeah, but at the moment we only have 2 cameras. As we get more, we'll test the capabilities further and see what we can do with each and every single one of them. Here I'm waving my arms around again, pointing at the picture-in-picture video. And you can see that, yes, we are still in front of the green screen on the other camera. It's a little blocked because we had our primary camera set up over top of it. And we brought up a little dialogue again. And we're going through and explaining, explaining that, again, that in order for it to work properly, it either has to be small or underneath your primary camera for it to work on the background, the green screen. And it looks like we're coming to the end of the video. Yeah, guys, like I've been saying, you can do all sorts of different things with the Xsplit broadcaster and, all the pre-processing and stuff that some of the basic pre-processing stuff that you've seen done and, would perhaps like to do. Well, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon just to be notified whenever we post something new. We'll see y'all later. Bye.